Good afternoon. Hello, hello.
Hello,
How are you? Aslan, can you mute your mic, please? Now. Okay, Aslan is in the waiting room, chilling for a bit. How are you today, guys?
Joey.
Shit morning today, isn't it?
Yeah, mate.
This is a risk disclaimer. Trading any financial instrument involves a risk of capital loss. This stream is only for educational purposes and not investment advice. So try not to fuck it up. Past performance is not indicative of future results, and personal results in general are difficult to replicate. If you decide to watch, follow, and you screw up, you can only blame yourself. And now, click on the like and subscribe button. Thank you.
So, okay, good afternoon. Let's see how many people we have in the Zoom.
Hi, good afternoon.
Hey, Alan, how are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
31 people.
Good afternoon, Thomas.
Hello. Okay, who's been watching gold since this morning?
Good afternoon, mate.
Wow.
It's
I have
really.
Thomas.
Oh, was it useful, or did you?
Yeah, I
make
took a
some
sell at
profit?
18. I took a sell at 1825.
That's a good entry. Yeah. Yeah. If you look at my screen, it missed my buy limit, which was, wasn't really convenient, but this is how it is. But now it's going down, and I think it's gonna go lower, so it's gonna come down to 1818. But we'll see. I mean, I think the market is still digesting yesterday's CPI number. Plus, we have PPI today. So let's pull it up the economic calendar. So today we have the PPI. Okay, we have PPI in 25 minutes, and we have the initial jobless claims. Now, again, we're going to see probably a really mixed kind of data. So if you don't know what you're doing, I wouldn't recommend to trade. I'm expecting core PPI, to be higher than expected because we have inflation, and yesterday's CPI showed us that yes, inflation is still with us, it's going to stay with us. And if we have consumer price increase, then I'm pretty sure that along the supply chain at the very, very beginning at the producers, the prices are also higher. Now the forecast is 0.2% less than the previous 0.7 or 0.7 number. Is it going to be the same case this time? I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Now with the initial jobless claims, I think, let's have a look, what did we have? You can see that back in December, initial jobless claims, so the first timers who claim unemployment benefits at the first time, the number has decreased, and then back in January it increased. So curious to see what's going to happen today. I'm expecting a higher than expected number, but we'll see. And today I don't really want to take any positions, or don't want to recommend, because I had two losing plays this morning, GU, GJ, and gold as well. It didn't hit my buy limit and just went without me. But I'm pretty sure it's going to come back, or just straight to 1840. So today I'm just going to observe the markets. Do you have any open position?
No.
Just on gold for me, Thomas.
Are you in a sell as well? Oh yeah, you're in a sell from 1825.
Yeah.
Okay. Bikram, I'm going to say the last time, please mute your mic. And that's it. Okay. So where's your TP, Dilaur?
I just adjusted it to 1818 when you mentioned it.
Yeah, I think it's going to gravitate back to 1818, but we'll see.
Yeah,
I'm not too sure. I wasn't too I wouldn't say wasn't confident today in gold, but after it missed my buy limit, I was a bit disappointed, so I said, okay, I'm just gonna call it today. There's no point forcing.
Nah, you can't catch every move, Thomas.
No. I mean, but even yesterday it didn't even hit the initial take profit level, 1830. It hit 1825, which I closed down my position, so it was good. but it's disappointing when you're only missing just a tiny bit of your analysis, like 13 pips, 15 pips. But still, profit is profit, so can't complain.
Thomas, your buy limit is still active at 1818, right? Gold.
Yes, but I'm really tempted to remove it just before the PPI. I don't know what the number is, and the problem is that because I don't know the number, the market could go anywhere if the surprise is big. Do you know the PPI number?
Of course not.
Oh, that's a shame. It would be nice if someone could tell me just,
Yeah. Call
the initial
someone.
number.
Hopefully somebody joining now should be able to tell us.
Yeah, we need some inside number. But again, if you look at the bigger picture, you can see that we still have this correction in the market, this bullish channel, or whatever you call it. If I just zoom out even more, you can see that after this impulse, big drop to the downside, we're now in a correcting phase. But despite the waiting, it didn't. I actually tapped into the 61.80, reacted really nicely, now made a lower high, but now it's currently made a higher low. So I don't know what to expect really, based on purely on the technicals. We'll see. But I'm still expecting 1818. What do you expect on gold?
1816 as the entry.
Sorry?
1816 as the entry.
1816.
Yeah.
1860 is your entry.
Yeah, maybe because there are more big rejections and whatever.
It is possible. Let's have a look in Telegram.
Thomas, can you please read the chart?
What would you like? Sorry.
Can you please read the chart?
Read the chart.
Yeah,
What do you mean by reading the chart?
read the chart. Chart.
Oh, the chat. Sorry.
Yeah.
I need to wash my ears. Which chat? The Discord?
Zoom.
Zoom. I see only Willy. Willy said, Thomas, don't you think it will go down?
What do you expect from that?
Okay, let me read it through and then answer that. So, Thomas, do you think it will go down to the bottom of the consolidation channel again? To be exact, 1795, 1800, just like writing the waves analysis. Anything is possible, depending on the number that we're going to see from PPI and initial jobless claims. So let's see, your initial, was it 1795, 1800? That is very low. So let me just so you're talking about this consolidation zone. You know, you can use the microphone if you have question, so I don't have to read it out. Yeah, it's possible.
Yeah, mind you, but looking at Mike's analysis today and yesterday, he's not wholly sure really. Although he's always looking for a bearish move. You know, to be fair to him.
Yeah. I think everyone's expecting a big drop from gold, but you know, when the market is strong, when the momentum is strong, it's sometimes it's not wise to try to guess the turning point. I mean, I've seen traders who try to guess, including myself, trying to guess. I think it was 1817, somewhere here or even lower. But then, you know, price went higher and higher, and then we had inflation data. We had Jay Powell testimony. We had FOMC member speeches, and every single news just pushed gold price higher. So I really don't know what to expect now. Obviously, I have my opinion, but that's a different story. So we'll see.
Thomas, would you advise closing the positions out before the news comes out?
Depends. Where's your entry? Oh, 1825, yeah.
25.
If you're in a profit, I would advise to close it, you know, before any high impact news, to be honest. But it's your decision, because, you know, if it goes lower, then you're going to blame me that, you know, you could have made £1 million.
Yeah.
So it's always your decision. You have to have these questions answered already in your trading plan.
Yeah.
What is the possibility of price becoming like a wild horse, really volatile, jumping up and down? And you know, your entry is only 1825, which is, how far is it from the current price level? It's only 31 pips. How long is for the news announcement? Only 14 minutes. So what is the insurance, the assurance that price isn't going to whiplash to the upside? Nothing.
Yeah.
If you have a surprise, then, you know.
Yeah, no, thanks for that, Thomas.
Oh, you're welcome. Generally, what I recommend always is to at least look in some profits before high impact news. Reduce the risk, so whatever you might lose in case of a whiplash or a sudden price movement, you can afford to lose. Anything else, just leave it for run and just lock in some profits. Do you have a trading plan, Dilawar?
No, not as yet, Thomas.
So you like a wild trader, rogue trader?
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, I find my entries, set my stop loss, and just hope for the best.
Just pray.
Yeah. Or stupid.
I have no idea. Oh, Pablo just sent me a chart in Telegram. It is really bearish. It's a drop to 1800. It is possible. Doesn't look good though, but so I've seen the second analysis today, which says you guys expecting a drop to 1800, which means that this trend line and the market structure is going to break. 1800. That is a drop of 200 pips, 2000 points. Everyone's so bearish today. So let's see.
Thomas, pivot is I think at 1823, around 1823. Gold.
So 1823.
Pivot.
Yes,
Daily
let's have a
pivot.
look. I use the weekly usually. Let's have a look. The daily is at right now 1823.
Yeah.
That's for the weekly, and the daily. No, actually, that's the daily. Sorry, and the weekly is just disappeared. I can't calculate. I think my weekly pivot just broke. I can see the daily, but I can't see the weekly. Hello, Raul, Mr. Pivot.
Then
Good to hear you.
yes, I'm listening while I'm working.
You're stealing precious company time.
Nope. Still working with my report, so don't you worry.
Okay. You see that price is currently hovering at 1823, which lines up with Raul's pivot points. And also you have a consolidation on the left, so definitely there's some interest happening right here. But we're still in a bullish market structure, so you can see that we have this bullish trend line. So I don't see any reasons to go short. I know some people, for example, Dilaur went full-blown short from 1825, but I don't have any open positions on gold yet.
Did you close your buy limit order, pending order? 18, 18?
I have that one 1818, but don't have
That
any
is,
open
that is the
position.
rest. Yeah.
I don't have any open position.
Right, right.
Yeah, really boring today, guys. There's 44 people in the Zoom.
Yeah, just waiting patiently, Thomas. watching gold go down at the moment, which could possibly be a buy setup for the news, but you know, who knows.
That's
Exactly.
not true. You had your beauty sleep, Alan.
I needed lots of beauty sleep. Well, I think I need even more than you do.
Probably.
Last year I went to Ibiza with friends, and at the airport the policeman or whoever looked at my passport. He asked like, passport. I gave him my passport. He looked at it. He looked at me. Looked at the passport again. He said, "What happened?" It's like, and he just let
Your
me go.
passport, you are probably hair.
Yeah,
right?
it was a really, really old passport photo. I was like 20 something. He looked at it, like, "What happened, mate? Life was tough with you, wasn't it?" I was like, "Nah, thanks. That's nice." Imagine or not, but I had a lot more hair than now.
My hair's fine. It's just a bit grayer than it was.
You're so lucky, Alan.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's fine. I don't mind. You know, it's distinguished.
So can you call it also?
So somebody wanted GU analysis. GU wasn't really nice this morning. I had a stop loss hit on this.
And
then it dropped, of course. So I had an entry, or the analysis, right from where was it? I think it was something like this. Yes. So I had the analysis here. It hit my stop loss, and I think it was just a manipulation. It's going to drop now. So if it comes below this level, it's a clear sell, because that's the manipulation of the 20, 25 pips, 29 pips to the upside. So if it drops below, then you have a lot more room to go to the downside. But again, it's not a financial advice. You are solely responsible for your own decisions. Please don't fuck it up.
Yes, boss.
Thomas,
Harry, how are you?
I'm fine. Could you and gold and 15-minute time frame?
Did you guys know that Harry is an actual doctor? He's a really smart guy. He's saving lives.
Woman doctor.
Yeah.
Sorry?
A woman doctor.
Yeah.
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 Did this pullback and trend line on 50 minutes from
Oh, the PPI is out.
Oh.
Just going to check quickly. Oh no, initial jobless claims is worse than expected, as I was expecting. It's tremendously, I mean, 30,000 off from the forecast. The forecast was off 30,000. The actual is 230k, so 30,000 more people claimed first time unemployment benefit. PPI is 0.2% worse than expected, which is purchasing price index 0.2. Let's see how the market reacts. So, based on these numbers, in my opinion, this is bullish for gold. Let's see how the market is going to react, because my opinion is one thing, and what the market has to say, that's another thing. Tilaur, did you close down your sell position?
Yes, I did, Thomas.
Why?
I just wasn't sure which way it was going to go. But
No, it was small profit is better than no profit.
that's right, yeah. It looks like it's trying to push down, actually.
Yeah, we definitely have some movements.
Has your buy limit triggered, Thomas?
No, not yet. I still have it at 18.
Okay.
See if it's going to be triggered, or price is going to melt to hell 1800, 1795 as forecasted by many traders, including Michael. But, you know, it's very much possible. We'll see.
First reaction is bearish, so it looks like it will be bullish, right? So mostly it happens that
Say it again, sorry.
after the first reaction after the news is bearish, so mostly after that it goes opposite, you know. So like mostly it is seen, you know. I'm not sure. So, and actually the news for time being it has to be bullish. Let's see.
When I started trading back at university first year, I was participating in a trading challenge, and my strategy was that whatever is the news, do the opposite trade, and it paid really well.
It reflects your character, right, Thomas? You're not a sheep. You determine your own direction.
I had, you know, when I started trading, I had so weird ideas about the market because I didn't know anything. And, you know, I imagined a lot of things that, you know, what drives the market, etc. Oh, for fuck's sake. You know, I had to reinstall my MetaTrader because I pulled off the terminal, and I did it again. So I have to reinstall it again. Fuck it. Okay, so I think gold is going to move without my stop loss, without my buy limit. While we wait, I'm going to reinstall my MetaTrader. So spend the time actively. But I'm gonna have a look on YouTube first, see if there's any constructive comments.
Not that much reaction. Are they waiting for tomorrow?
It's not possible. Recently, market's been, especially the gold market, it's really muted for these economic news, but I'm fairly bullish on gold all the way to 1835, and just short-term intraday. Sadly, it didn't trigger my buy limit, but I entered into a buy. But don't tell anyone, please.
No.
I did it buy with a small lot.
Good.
I'm going to buy, but with a very, but I've actually protected it with my stop loss, so I'm just being very, very cautious.
Yeah, I mean, we know the economics. It's we know exactly the results. But I'm really disappointed that my analysis was off $1. So 1818, $2 actually, which is unacceptable. It's not good.
Big failure. Big
So
failure.
my was 1818, and market decided it's going to take off from 1820. Unbelievable.
Yeah, but
luckily,
we also know with the news lately, it's been a very slow burner afterwards. It has moved. It's just not moving suddenly like we used to. It's the market seems to be absorbing it a lot more before moving.
yeah. But luckily, you guys are good traders, so you don't really need my guidance and help, and you know exactly what to do, which is good.
What do to us?
Hey Zeph, how are you?
Oh, good. Oh, good. Oh, good.
Finally,
The
I
one
need
and
people.
only.
I need people to run the Sunday live trade. Sunday? God, I can't even talk. The afternoon live tradings, because sometimes I'm not in the mood to just to talk to a wide audience. And
No, it's a
you guys
shame
can manage it.
Obviously, I think he's going to be missed from the group.
Who?
Aaron.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Hopefully he will be
obviously,
back soon.
Things come up, things come up. There's more important things than trading.
Yeah, life is. There are other things in life
Yeah,
more
definitely.
important. So
The trouble is,
Anyway.
when you leave it to us, we just talk about other rubbish and nothing about trading at all.
but maybe that's gonna bring in more viewers than me talking about monetary politics, fundamentals, economics, all the rubbish thing. Maybe if you talk about other rubbish thing, that's gonna bring in more viewers and people are going to like the stream better.
Yeah, as long as we don't have live dancing on here, that's going a bit far.
Did you see any result after yesterday with our Chippendale?
I haven't checked, but recently my YouTube isn't performing well. So anyone who's watching the YouTube stream, please share the link, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and just help a brother out, because setting up all of this stream is takes time, takes effort. Bringing together some of the best and most talented traders who are in the Zoom conversation takes a lot of begging and asking, and please join my stream. So please share this link so more people can join, etc. And I'm just gonna reinstall my MetaTrader. I hear someone's opening positions. MetaTrader has a really unique sound when you open a position, so we know that you're opening positions, but we don't know who you are.
I'm sick of the sound.
It goes
Sorry?
like
And the FOMO kicks in.
Now put 20 lots on gold sell, haven't you?
So Bedu Pushkash is a Hungarian fellow, just asked in the Zoom chat, Tamás, wondering if you can help me out to see the bigger picture, like to see what makes move the market. Meaning, for example, US CPI, how much can and how can affect the US stocks. We talked about it a million times. Higher inflation, more borrowing costs for companies, especially tech companies. So if they have a lot of borrowing, you know, loans for startup companies, especially tech, etc., higher borrowing cost means less dividend, more cost. It's going to be down for the stock market. But not every single stock responds, because higher inflation, you have cyclical stocks, you have hedging stocks, and there's so many things. You cannot just say how is the stock market going to react. We need to look into specific sectors, how much is the weight of that sector, that particular industry weights in the index. That's how you can start making conclusions. If the and which index we're talking about, which stock market we're talking about, because there are differences, fundamental differences between S&P 500, Dow Jones. You know, if you have specific things in idea or in mind, then we can I can give you a better answer. But in general, higher inflation, interest rate is going to go up, therefore borrowing cost is going to go up, which should reduce the price of the stocks, but not in every single case. Or how much can affect the European stocks? Again, the question is not really clear. European currencies, even euro or GBP, how much correlate with the inflation with stocks? There's a lot of reading on the internet. It's difficult to give answer to a really broad question. First, which index we're talking about? YouTube question. Christian Vizda is he's on YouTube. He's asking, have you tried TikTok? No, I don't like to dance on TikTok. Why is Chris on YouTube? He's at work.
Probably.
Yeah.
Stealing precious time.
Indeed, precious company time. It's theft. You know, not working. I had some.
I'm still working. I promise.
Next question. For how many years have you been trading? And for how long have you been profitable? I never been profitable. I lost everything. You know, I've been trading for, God, it's less than or almost 10 years. So I started trading at university, you know, demo account, trading competitions. We won the UK trading competition for three times. And actually Paul is in a group. He was the one who introduced me to trading. And then I moved to, I had an internship with an emission trading firm, a small startup. So the ex-managing director of Barclays emission desk, when they broke up the emission trading completely because the market was really illiquid. Then they started a startup company, and I was the intern, the sales, and helping out with trading. But pretty much I was calling companies in Europe, hey, do you want to buy some allocations? But you know, it was a good start to learn about the markets, how the ICE, International Commodity Exchange, is working, because that's where the EU ETS were trading. And then I moved to Thomson Reuters, fairly different but similar area. And then I had a job.
And at Paul.
Blah, blah. Then I had a job at at the hedge fund as a fixed income trader. Then I was a risk manager for capital markets risk. I was looking after 14 countries. So we had subsidiaries in 14 countries. So we're talking about 16 banks. And I was looking after the capital markets risk management. So anything related to stock market, sales, MiFID, you know, and all that fancy things. And I started, I'm trading for a few years now on my own account, but I really went full time when I think about 7 months ago, when I left the my consulting job at the bank. So, another really good question from Abhijit Wagmar. Apologies for if I can't pronounce your name. Hi sir, recently started Forex career. Well, it's going to be a challenging career, but should I trade on multiple currency or choose only one pair and stick to it? I'm really confused. Yes, the less is more. I would recommend to focus on maximum 3 or 4. Do not jump in between currencies, and you know, pick a few, learn about the characteristics, learn about how and when is best to trade, for example, GBP Japanese yen, or gold. Like we love to trade gold, don't we? Learn about these things and then just observe the market, try on demo. Do not put your family inheritance on a trading account. Yeah, just learn about it, and then when you feel confident and you have an edge on the market, then you can start trading on a real account. And gold is pushing up. And I'm just gonna turn off my camera because I'm entering my MetaTrader login details, and I don't think it's a smart idea to stream while I'm entering such sensitive information, but tell me if I'm wrong.
We won't tell anyone to us. Right.
Oh, please don't. We have 44 people in the Zoom. Where are you?
You muted
Yeah,
my
we
mic.
right here.
Hey,
Oh,
Michelle.
waiting for an entry, Thomas.
Okay.
Oh yeah, everyone's waiting for me to give you the Holy Grail.
Yeah, yeah.
I was talking all the time, but
Yeah, actually,
I'm
a few
muted.
people, a few people, I'm really thankful to that. You know, you helping me with the YouTube streams, and you know, keeping up the entertainment for our distinguished guests on YouTube. I really enjoy the YouTube. In it, hey, Wagwan. Who was the Peri Peri guy yesterday?
Yeah, that was funny.
Oh god. Yeah. Hey, and my account is live.
I'm waiting for gold to go past 1825.
1825. Oh, yeah.
Good job I closed that, Thomas.
Oh, yeah. You made some profit. It's good. I think I can turn my camera back on because I logged into my MetaTrader. Let's set up the tickers. Aussie dollar USD. GBP Japanese yen. Yeah, definitely want to trade that. GBP USD as well. Okay, MetaTrader is set up. Let's have a look in the market. It's really, again, really muted today, the effect. But I think when at around 3:15, I think the market is going to have some bigger movements about 45 minutes after the news.
Question about your setup, Thomas. As you use a Mac, are you using Parallels to run your MetaTrader?
Yes, so I have a laptop, which I have it. I have a MacBook, a Mac Mini, that little box, which
Yeah, I know.
I didn't know that Mac Minis exist, and I was speaking to my.
You can pretty much, get it bespoke how you want it. That's the good thing about it.
Yeah, and I spoke with my developer who helped me to create the website, by the way, which is alphafx. .eu. No, not alphafx. I need.
I only ask because I keep meaning to actually install Parallels soon. I will do. I'm running MetaTrader on my laptop, while I have other charts on my Mac.
Yeah, it was a bit tricky to set up MetaTrader on the M1 chip because the Mac Mini I'm using, it was a custom-made Mac Mini, so I had to wait 2 months to have the higher specs. And the M1 chip doesn't like some of the applications, so you have, it's pretty annoying. But I found the workaround, and now it's working fine. So I have the Mac Mini, the MacBook Air, and I also have my phone, which is an Apple iPhone.
Yeah,
that's pretty much.
I've got an iMac, but I've got an extra screen on it, and I've got loads of memory in it because that's easy to install on these things.
Yeah, I have external drive for the Mac Mini as well, and that's it. I think before I had at work, I had 6 screens, 2 computers. That was good. That was one of my best setups. That was the old school 4 or 6 screens depending on. That's a good setup, but I really like this curved monitor as well, and I'm planning to buy another one to put it above, but maybe it's a bit too much. Don't know. So, who entered into buy or sell?
Not yet, Thomas. Still waiting.
For what?
I'm waiting for to see if the market breaks 1825 or 18.
I'm still waiting for the buy limit.
Yeah, it's wise. Yeah, definitely. I'm still expecting gold to go up a little bit, or maybe down first, possibly sideways.
I just sell in place, but I had a very tight stop loss because I was slightly higher locked than normal. So it's closed now at the moment, so I'm waiting again. But I made profit on that, so I'm not worried about that.
Free Signal Gold on YouTube asked, "Buy, mate, you're name on YouTube is Free Signal Gold, and you asking me what to buy. I don't really like signal providers because most of them are a scam. Hands up whoever made consistent profit on signals.
Signals are BS.
You did?
Nah, I said the BS.
Oh yeah. It's some of them. I don't know. I never really tried them. Once I tried, and the guy was giving 100 pips stop loss, and when it was in profit of 5 pips, he said like close in profit, take profit hit. I was like, I was really surprised, and I had to think like, am I calculating it wrong? So I took my calculator, my pen and paper, and no, I wasn't wrong. So the guy was literally, let me show you on the screen. If it was a buy position from this level, he put like 100 pip stop loss and this much profit, and as soon as the price tapped into just 5 pips profit, or it was in positive territory, I got the message, close position, all good, take profit hit. It's like, really?
What you often see is that they hit stop loss, but then they only communicate that they hit profit.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm do usually.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Oh, we use.
The only
for
thing I posted
promotion.
today, the only thing I posted today in the results, was it the results? No, that was the gold analysis. Is my I was down 1k this morning. That was quite disappointing. But you know, yesterday we had a win. 1825 was hit, took some profits, and now we gave back some of it. I gave back at least. So, you know, one of those days.
Yeah, but at least you hit your target, so you could buy yourself a T-shirt as you promised yourself.
Yeah, I can buy a T-shirt. I can afford to buy a T-shirt. Hopefully.
You notice everybody was really rooting for it to go to 25 just so you can get your T-shirt.
Say that again, sorry.
You've got a good team, always behind you.
Thank you so much. No, actually, the team is brilliant. I mean, it's one of the best trading groups I've ever been. It's really motivational. It's, you know, good fellas, good chat, bit of banter, laughter. And I met so many people who actually became like, you know, kind of like online friends, because we never... I did meet a few of you, but I haven't met everyone.
We all come in the summer.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're going to have a meetup. Budapest or Stockholm or Malmö. Somewhere we're going to meet. Ibiza. Yeah.
If I ever get to Budapest, I'll try running over a Segway.
Yeah, I'm actually moving away. I'm gonna move away from Budapest. But how about we move? How about we make some profit in 2022? Last week, the beginning of 2022 was really good. How about we make more money, and we can all fly to Ibiza, have a party.
I think it's a good plan.
Yeah, leave the vibes
I didn't realise
behind.
Raoul was a party animal.
Yes.
Do you start dancing on the tables when you're a bit drunk, Raoul?
I will take my beauty sleep at the swimming pool. Then I'm loaded and ready to go for the evening.
Guess it will be better to visit India. Eh?
We can go to India as well, but you have to show us where are the ladies and the clubs.
And he's quiet. You know.
No ladies in India? Come on. No clubs in India? I'm sure there are clubs in India.
Good clubs.
Big clubs.
Yeah, there are.
Berlin's quite a good fun place to go to.
You've been in India, haven't you, Alan?
No, not India, no.
Oh, where was it? Pakistan?
I just said Berlin's a fun place to go to, but
Oh yeah, the Berghain, or which one is that techno club? It's like
I don't know
5
about
or 6.
techno.
Yeah.
No, I've been to lots of places. I've not been to India. I've been to the Middle East a lot.
Oh yeah, which was the country? It's.
I've been to. I mean, I've spent lots of time in Dubai, in Saudi, in Iraq, even. Bahrain, Kuwait. Yeah, I believe Kuwait. Most of the Middle East. Spent a lot of time in Egypt as well.
That's beautiful.
Good holiday destination? Iraq.
My favorite holiday destination was it has to be the Galapagos, and I had a 3-week tour around Peru at one time. That was fabulous. I like South America. South America is quite fun.
South America.
Kamal said, "Do you want ladies? Come to Newcastle." I mean, they're not good looking. But
I got memories burnt in my head. I went to Newcastle and saw a whole load of ladies dressed as bumblebees, and that sort of stuck in my head.
What do you try to say? They're not pretty, but they're willing to do everything.
Yes, yeah, that's it. Pretty much. Yeah.
£20 is £20. You know.
Newcastle has a reputation.
£20 is £20. They do anything.
But all these northern places, no offense at all meant, but you know, it can be -5 or whatever, and they're all dressed in little tiny skirts and basically blue.
That's right. Yeah.
That's pretty much describes the whole UK disco scene and night scene. I lived 12 years in London. Yeah, there are pretty girls like in every country. They like to underdress a lot, especially during winter, for some reason. But yeah, that was hilarious.
Don't go on a holiday with them. The whole holiday they are drunk.
Magaluf is a notoriously famous British tourist hotspot. In it. You've been to Magaluf, haven't you, Zaf?
No way.
Yes.
I don't think it's my kind of holiday in Magaluf.
You can get those alcoholic buckets, like 5 liters for €3 or €5 or whatever. You can go into places, you can drink as much as you want all night, and you just pay like €20. You get hammered in literally 5 minutes. It's a filth. It's disgusting. It's, you know, naked girls and drugs and alcohol. It's not good.
I give up all that sort of thing myself. I know just first started time drinking, you know, when a teenager, I used to get smashed. You could go to sort of college dances and get smashed for 50 pence. That's such a long time ago.
you have to be resourceful when you're young and you're going out. Cheap alcohol, anything you can get, you know, glue.
These days, I don't even care if I drink or not. It doesn't really matter to me. I can have fun without drinking.
What I hate when you reach 30, have you noticed, or is it me, that when I reached 30, hangovers became worse and worse, and it wasn't just, you know, a hangover. When I was in my 20s, I didn't have a hangover, barely had any. But as soon as I reached 30, that hangover started to last for 1, 2, even 3 days, and it just become worse. So I less and less. I still like, you know, alcoholic drinks and beverages, but I hate the hangovers. It's awful. It's just a waste of time.
Yep. What shall I say?
I've got to the point where I like a decent glass of wine or a really good Scotch malt, which I just savor rather than, you know, drink too fast.
Yeah, I can agree with the Scotch.
Yep. I went to school in the red light district in Amsterdam. What do you think about that?
You know, Americans always talk about is the land of the free. You know, it's a free country, but I always ask them the question, are you really free? I mean, can you smoke a joint and fuck a prostitute in front of a police officer in a window? You're not free, mate.
You know, when I was a little younger, I had a teacher who was divorced last year, and we in school were all only guys, one girl, and he was quite bad-tempered that last year. He was not pleasant. Normal, he was a really nice guy. So what we did was the last day of the year, we ordered at an escort service, a striptease as police. So I smuggled in her in the school, right from the school restaurant. You saw everybody looking from, what the fuck is this? And she came in the classroom and say, "Are you Johan?" Yes. We had some complaints from your for your students, so I have to arrest you. So she handcuffed them, and then the music started. And she started undressed the teacher first and oiled up her, and then she started stripping. And the classroom was an L. And then suddenly the door opens, and there was the school director. He starts shouting, "Can you be quiet? We have exams, tests here on the other side of the classroom, blah blah." But he didn't see what happened directly around the corner. So I lowered the radio, and he closed the door. So then I sprung around to the door, closed the door, and the music went up again. Then we took him to the Amsterdam Sex Museum, and he got a tour over the red light district.
Oh wow!
Till today, we are the best class he ever had.
I can imagine. That was. Good lord!
Don't think we can do that nowadays anymore. In my time, we had a coffee shop directly on the other side of the school. So one half was in the classroom, the other half was in the coffee shop. But that's not allowed anymore.
Yeah, I mean, Amsterdam. I really like Amsterdam as a city because I just find it's very interesting. I mean, I love, people watching around the red light district is interesting, but I like, let's be honest, I like the museums and everything as well. But I did once imbibe in a coffee shop, and then I was with a good friend of mine, partner of mine, and we went to order. We had some nice, fairly alcoholic pancakes in, quite near the Anne Frank house.
Yeah.
And she disappeared and was watching me try to order pancakes while stoned, basically, which is rather odd. I mean, it's not the only time I've really been stoned, I have to say, but it wasn't what I thought. Everything was like, you're just concentrating on every movement and everything you say too much to the point of being just strange.
Yep.
By the way, we talked about signals. You know that the broker I'm with, Forex, they do have signals. I tried a few of them, but I wasn't really active with it. I'm thinking to do an API to Discord to see how are these signals, and also do another one for the RSI. So it's going to be two automated message in Discord. Do a separate room. So every single time, for example, when we have extreme values of 75 or 80 on the RSI, which is usually a good time to short, or extreme low like 20 when it's a good time to go long. Obviously with due diligence and risk management. So I'm thinking to do an API. So every time, you know, TDI or RSI, whatever strategy is, or a certain level is hit, then you get a notification in Discord. And if you have any ideas or suggestions, feel free to reach out to me. I can make it happen in Discord. What do you think?
Yeah, sounds good.
That's a
Thomas.
good idea.
Sounds a good idea. I mean, this is a nice thing about Discord is you've got so many different channels within this, so you can add you know, I really like the way things are divided up in it.
Yep.
It's Discord is brilliant. I was hesitant to move to Discord, but it's unbelievably good.
No, it was a good move. I mean, like I said, I really hate new things because I'm old. But no, I agree. I think it's really good.
I'm just showing it to the YouTube. How nice is our Discord channel? I'm not sure if I'm showing any sensitive information. I don't think so that they can rate the Discord. But anyway, we have a really nice Discord. And those of you who don't know Discord, probably most of you, 99%, know Discord and the benefits. But I'm an old fart, and I only started Discording to the team, and we have some wonderful functionalities. We have the usual group chat, crypto chat. We have a dedicated channel for music, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 analysts sending daily analysis, like Isaac, Raul, the man himself as well. We have crypto analysis, the daily reading, which I personally, select articles from the Financial Times and other pay to subscribe services like Bloomberg, Financial Times, fancy charts, you know, all the economics and the boring stuff. Talk about monetary policy, some gold news. We have a special VIP channel for funded traders. So you not just get a VIP room if you're a funded trader, you get a small icon next to your name, which is brilliant. It's really cool. It's already worth it. We have a psychology section, top tips, books, results. So, you know, it's Discord is fucking brilliant. I love it. But it seems like that you guys love it too.
It's a little bit more organized. It's easier to find things.
Indeed.
In Telegram, you had a discussion about gold or something else. It's quite difficult to find the discussion again.
Yes, we can also move a Zoom session to Discord.
Oh, because you can stream in Discord, can't you?
What you really need also, I mean, what you could do is an off-topic channel just for us to talk crap on and not get in the way of the Forex.
Yeah, I removed that because we already have too many chats.
Yeah, I understand. It's just I just sort of yeah.
You can start that kind of channel, Alan. No problem.
Actually, ideal person is Pascal with a thought of the day and a meditation routines.
Pascal is our in-house psychologist. She's so knowledgeable about emotions, and you know, she's how to say.
Isn't she joining? Just COVID. That's all.
I don't know how many we have. 38 people, but Pascal is not. Maybe she's joined another group, or she is busy. I think she's busy this week. She said.
No, she had.
She had some problems with COVID with her family.
She's having COVID.
Oh my God. Does she? And her daughter as well, isn't she?
Yeah.
Jesus. Pascal, if you're listening to this, get well soon. You know, all my yeah, get well soon. Eat some soup, and you know, ginger helps, and you know, all the good thing. If you're listening to this, we miss you.
Yeah, we all like you, Pascal, and enjoy your company.
Yes, Pascal, it's special.
You have to be careful with the phrase "special" in Raoul in England. It doesn't always mean that.
No. She had
no, I was just joking.
A lot of humor and opinions. It's good for the discussion or some questions others don't want to ask. Someone in the YouTube says you can stream with Discord.
Yes, you can. There is a functionality. Why is my MetaTrader? But you know, once you reach an age, you know, I'm not old, but these things are becoming more difficult. It's like, I remember my dad always used to type on laptop with one finger, and that really taught me patience in my life.
Someone asked, you can smoke a joint, not the other thing.
I just like the way you consider yourself an old fart. I mean, I did a computer science degree when I was 30 something, so with a lot of kids, and it sort of kept me yeah. I felt old at first, and then realised actually, who cares?
One thing I'm just working on now is how can I share my MetaTrader, because I just installed it, but apparently because I installed it during the streaming, I can't show my MetaTrader, which is a shame. Maybe if I restart it. Anyway. Oh, someone on YouTube says Pascal rocks. So you see, she's already known on YouTube by name.
Take a screen print and send it to her.
Are you taking it?
No, look, where is Pascal? Where is it? Ah, yes, I see.
In the YouTube chat.
Yes, wait.
Yeah, I think when you talked about TikTok, it's probably impossible to do anything meaningful unless you have some cats trading. Then it's fine.
No, some people, they utilize TikTok, and actually, my problem is, sorry, stepping back my problem with influencers and content creators is that they're not giving any value. So, for example, the stream that we do, we actually giving value because we have a conversation. Sometimes we talk about monetary policy, trading, psychology, emotions, how to open an account, anything related to trading. So everything we discuss, 90% of the things that we discuss is hopefully helpful for other people, because we answer questions which may come up on YouTube. But on TikTok, there's maybe 1% of the content creators or influencers who actually creating value rather than just doing a silly dance. Like, there was a guy who was showing how to he's a bricklayer. Yeah, he was a bricklayer, and he showed how to make, you know, fence or a wall or whatever. Now that was really useful, and I watched it for like, you know, 10 minutes. I was like, wow, this is really satisfying to watch, and I you know, I wanted to build a wall, but, you know, all the other 99%, they're not giving any value on TikTok, in my opinion.
I posted group chat. Send it to her direct.
Right. Gold should really move. It's disappointing recently. And I'm really tempted to start trading on the cryptos because gold is not moving.
Even US 30 is not so good today.
If you, I don't know how many of you following the futures market, which is a good indicator about what is going to happen on the stock market. It's good for forecasting. Sometimes it moves, you can find a bit of lag, so the futures market responds earlier to the US Open, because obviously the futures market is 24/7. But even the futures market was really, really muted today. It wasn't moving at all. So Polyplopimus asking on YouTube, I wonder if the slowdown in job points to deflation. Absolutely no. There's going to be the problem with the current inflation. And let me just put myself on the full screen. So we have inflation 7% right now, and imagine that, you know, if the producers have to increase prices, which then has a knock-on effect on the wholesalers and then retailers and then the consumers. So all along the supply chain, everyone's increasing prices to make a little bit of profit. But if the prices are going up high, why would they reduce prices if the supply chain is still in a shitstorm? So nothing is pointing to the direction that prices are going to drop. And once they raise the prices, in economics we call it sticky prices, meaning that once the prices are going up, they're not going to come down. The only reason why would retailers, suppliers, wholesalers and producers, but most importantly retailers, would reduce the price if they compete based on price, and that would start a price competition. But if they reduce the price, for example, you have 3 petrol stations in your neighbor area, and if you notice, all of the prices are the same in all of the surrounding petrol stations because they're colluding. It's another economic term, meaning that they're forming a kind of like a cartel, which is unofficial because it's illegal to have a cartel, but they do monitor each other's prices. And if one of them reduces the price of the fuel, then all the others have to reduce, because then they're losing out on business. But if they start a price war, a competition, and reducing the price, then it has an effect of deflation. But they're not going to do it because they can't afford it. Would bleed out businesses. So that's why I think there's not going to be any deflation. Hyperinflation, absolutely yes, but not deflation.
Good question.
Yeah, very good question. Very good answer also.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Probably this was the first thing I was taught during university is, and I had my first essay in cartels. It's really fascinating how retailers and grocery stores are colluding on prices. Like in the UK, you have the price promise by Sainsbury as that they promise that they give you the same price as the competitors. But the problem is that when Lidl and Aldi came into the market, they couldn't compete with them because they wasn't selling the big brands, they were selling own brands. So it completely changed the grocery industry in the UK. Oh, Michelle, you studied economics as well. Price elasticity.
We have to have a big move tomorrow. Last day of the week.
Let's see what we have tomorrow. We had a look in the morning briefing about the economic calendar about tomorrow.
Retail.
And let's see what we have. I don't think
Gas cars.
trade balance for the UK is definitely a market mover. Retail sales, trade balance again. Now Christine Lagarde at 1:30 is going to be a market mover. Any time a lady member of ECB or Treasury like Yellen speaks, the market moves like crazy. Be careful when the ladies in the house, they can move the markets. Industrial production, this is one of my favorites. Again, FOMC speeches, and pretty much that's it. I don't expect big movements tomorrow. Right. It's one of those days when you know, it's just painful to trade gold.
Yeah, you take your eye off it a little bit, and it comes down to a point where you could enter again, and then but it doesn't look that great, and then it goes up a little bit, and it comes down.
Yeah. Fun fact, since I started the YouTube today, an hour and a half ago, we had 12 new subscribers. Thank you so much for the trust. It's really good. Excellent. Unbelievable. Structural Nation in YouTube. I hope this large screen doesn't affect your eyes. I have actually blue screen glasses, but no, it's fairly good. It's not the old shitty monitors. You know, it costs a lot of money, so hopefully it's not going to hurt. But thank you for, you know, worrying about my eyes. So Michelle in the Zoom chat asked about price elasticity, which I just talked about. So when prices are sticky, it's a little bit different, like sticky prices and elasticity. But yes, you can, because sometimes what I was talking about is inelasticity, and elasticity is the other side. And yes, I had economics modules, really interesting to see how all these are coming into life, but it's sometimes confusing when theory and real financial markets didn't move the way books said they will. And this is a really true observation. When I finished my degree at university, economics, you know, I felt like the Jordan Belfort, the fucking Wolf of Wall Street. I knew everything about financial markets. I was a big time trader. I thought about myself, but the first thing what I learned on real trading desk is everything I studied, well, most of the things I studied at university, I can just grab it in one hand and just throw it out to the bin. Well, it's not entirely true, because I studied valuable things, but the markets doesn't care about, you know, they don't care about these books, they don't care about economics, because sometimes it's difficult to explain why are the things happening, and what really moves the market is money, and what investors think. So it's the trust in the Fed, trust in the US dollar, and you know, what investors are really eating and digesting and believing from the markets, because they move the markets, not economics. Sometimes they move in tandem, so they move together really nicely. You can predict, for example, that we did with CPI in the past live streams, how is it going to move. But sometimes, if I just show you a chart about NFP is the perfect example. You could explain, I could explain, based on my economics books, how should the market react? What is the correlation between job numbers and, you know, dollar and gold price? But the reality is completely different, because sometimes you cannot find 100% correlation or explainable correlation between markets and economics and books. So that's why economists are not the best traders, that's what they say, because they always have an explanation, but then when the market moves into against them, they're going to say, well, you know, on one hand this could happen, on the other hand this could happen. So yeah, it's a funny thing, economics.
One noticeable thing, I mean, really, you know, we always sort of feel that, you know, the dollar definitely moves certain currencies, and you know, and gold is one of them. But so often, gold seems to have decoupled a lot from dollar lately.
Yes, indeed, especially because, you know, the denomination of gold in dollars is just one thing, but there are other things which gold responds much better than simply just the strength of dollar, and it is monetary politics and not dollar strength. So yeah, sometimes there is correlation, sometimes there isn't. And I wanted to say something, but I need to have my thoughts. I'm getting tired after 1 hour 35 minutes. Oh yeah, you know, the dollar strength is really interesting. When the gold was linked, actually the dollar was linked to gold, so every single printed dollar in the United States was backed by a certain amount ounces of gold, and on the dollar it was printed that if you take this banknote to the bank, you should get this amount of gold in exchange. But in Bretton Woods 50s or 60s, 70s, I can't remember, when they decoupled the dollar from gold, because they realized that in order to expand the economy, they cannot have something that limits the expansion, which is, you know, linking the dollar, the money, into something which has a finite resource, gold. Gold is, you know, finite. It's difficult to mine, and why would you limit yourself if you can print as much money as you want, but if you link it to something that has a limitation, you're not going to achieve the expansion you want. So clever guys, they said, okay, let's decouple from the gold, but then they realized, okay, who the fuck wants to buy dollar? Maybe they don't really want our dollar. So what they did is they agreed with I think it was Saudi formerly, that they created the petrodollar system. So they linked most of the, or all of the commodities, the most demanded commodities, they linked to dollar, and therefore they created an artificial demand for their US dollar. It's one of the smartest moves in history, and it's unbelievable how they pulled this off. And you know, if you want to buy commodities in the global market, you have to exchange your currency to dollar, which is unbelievable. Really, really smart move. I found it fascinating.
Hello, how you guys doing?
Alban Castrati, how are you, my friend?
Good. How you guys doing today?
Not too bad. It's like watching paint drying. There's nothing happening really.
Yeah. I can see that. I just got home and I was just enjoying so. Oh.
How was work, my friend?
It was good, you know. Like usual, you know. Every day is the same. You know, the car inspecting business that I run with my brother, I have to take care of the workers there and, you know, watch stuff, how it's going.
What kind of work you do, Alban?
We do car inspection. When the registration of the car expires, they bring the car to us to check the, you know, suspension, brakes and everything. We got those machines that we put the car in and see if it's, you know, if it's good to get on the road again. So I usually stay at the office mostly. Like from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. So That was it. Yeah.
It's a really decent working hours, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Yeah.
It's 5
Yeah.
hours.
Yeah, yeah.
Bloody hell! I wish I could work that. I mean, I can actually work, but
Well,
5 hours a day.
trading pays more.
Yeah, but trading
Didn't
isn't
go.
my only source of income. So the reason why I get up early, one is I'm getting old and I can't sleep. The other reason is I have another two business which is shit ton of administration, so I have to do it during the day.
Yeah, yeah, you told me something about it. Yeah, yeah, that's
And I'm starting
that's
another one.
That's what life is all about.
Yeah, I think people who talk about financial freedom, etc. I think being an entrepreneur is one of the best ways. Obviously, you have to risk your money to get your freedom, but being your own boss is priceless, absolutely. And it was one of the best decisions when I quit my jobs many times for 1 or 2 or 3 months. I lived all of my money up, went to traveling and trying to find myself, but I didn't really have an edge because I didn't have something to make money out of. Trading wasn't the main. Okay, Arslan, you leaving. So trading wasn't the main source of income when I started like 8 years ago, because I wasn't a good trader. I was losing money, but I realized quickly that I need to respect risk management. So it was a really tough and long journey. But along the way, I had to have a full-time job to fund my trading and also my other dreams. But I didn't have a dream because when you in your 20s, how can you don't have
it's hard to decide that early.
Yeah, you don't have much experience, and how can you start a business if you have no experience? But when a few things happened in my life, lost relatives, my father passed away, then I met my wife, etc. So many things happened, and with changes, opportunity comes. And I had a few bad business decisions, but you only need one good business decision or good investment, or more importantly, good business to change your life. And I highly recommend to everyone to go out there and just experience. Try to risk as least amount of money as possible to build something, to create value, whether it's a product, a service, anything. Test the market.
Something that you rely on, something that you're gonna rely on the long term.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. Because why, I think that salary is a bribe to give up your freedom. Why the fuck you would spend, sorry, apologies my French, but why would you spend, how many hours in a week? Like 35, the working week. Why would you spend 35 hours at a job? Because most of the jobs are absolutely useless. Some people are sitting in one place and doing nothing. Why would you spend 35 hours, rotting away in a job that you don't like? Go out there and do something meaningful and valuable with your life. Find your edge on the market and monetize it. Make profit out of it. It's difficult. You need to get experience. But I've seen people who, one of my colleagues started, working with music, and everyone said like, you can't even play the piano, and now he's doing a really good business. And just try yourself and be your own boss. That's one of the best feelings in the world, even if you have a little bit less money. But if you can afford to maintain your lifestyle, and you can have all the time in the world, and you can decide whether you're going to wake up today early, I guarantee if you do your own business, you're going to wake up earlier than if you would go to work, and you're going to be on your feet.
Yes, you have to put effort in it, to
Indeed.
get the better results in everything. That's in everything in life, you have to put effort in it.
That's absolutely true. But once you get the taste of, not financial freedom, money, being rich is one thing, but being wealthy is you can spend your time whenever, on whatever, with whoever you want, and that is the real freedom. Yeah, it's truth, absolutely. But that said, guys,
exactly.
Nothing happening on the world market. I'm gonna call it today because I'm getting really exhausted now. But what I was expecting and what I was waiting for, just to recap and explain, that I was waiting 1818 before to tap into, because if you look at the bullish market structure, we still in a bullish market structure. Now, just above this bullish market structure, this area right here, we have many confirmations that, you know, price should reverse soon. Is it going to reverse today? I don't think so. Many people were targeting 1800 again. I don't think that big drop is going to come. If it comes, then if you short it, then well done. But what I'm expecting and what I'm waiting for is this bullish market trend continuation. Now, many confirmations that 1818 is a good entry. I missed already today once when price moved up about 30-40 pips. I entered into long position, but I'm still waiting, and I have my buy limit at 1818. Stop loss is just you know, at around 1814, 1815, depending on your position size and your you know, whatever you can handle. Take profit when it comes back up to 1827 or even 1825. Make sure you take profit, lock in that money. No one can take it away. If it goes higher, then good. Make sure you lock it. Most important is manage your risk. That's the only way to survive the game. People in the Zoom, thank you so much for joining in. I apologize, I couldn't give you an exact entry point, but hopefully tomorrow we're gonna have more luck. So I wish you a relaxing and good evening. See you later, guys.
See you later. Thank you.
Thanks, Thomas.
What?
Cheers, John.
People in YouTube, if you want, I have a free Telegram channel. You can send message there. You can join and comment on some of the posts. I'm just linking and just posting the Telegram ID into the YouTube chat. Also, I have a website, so if you're interested about my services and whatever I do, if you want to learn more about me, then go to my website, ffx.eu. I hope I spelled it right. Yeah, have a look around. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I hope you enjoyed the stream. There wasn't much happening today on the gold market, but hopefully tomorrow we are going to make some more money. Yeah, enjoy the rest of the evening, guys. Have a relaxing afternoon wherever you are. See you tomorrow at 1 p.m. UK time. Have a good one. Bye bye. Ciao. Arrivederci.